Hi, it's Denise Mortimer here. And do you know what the number one killer of dreams is? Procrastination and perfectionism. And far too many of us women are suffering with these diseases that are destroying our opportunities to create something magnificent in the world. So if you have a big idea that you want to turn into an irresistible business offer, I want to talk to you about how you can do that. I was once in your shoes where I didn't know how to take all my ideas and translate them into a business, and I spent about 18 years going around in circles wondering how other people did it, and I couldn't do it. I thought people had some secret society they belonged to where I was excluded from being a member, but other people were welcome there. I thought I'll do another qualification and then I'll know what to do. And I just kept going around in circles and I didn't have the solution. It was only when I started investing in business mentors and learning all the things I needed to learn to get my business up and running that, hey, guess what? I got my business up and running. Within 2 years, I turned it into a 6-figure business, and I want to share with you the system that I've now put together called Big Ideas into Irresistible Offers. I'm going to tell you about my 3-pillar system, 9 core steps along the way, and you too can put this into place to take your dreams out of your head and put them out there into the world, because it's not only your entitlement to do that, it's your moral obligation to serve the world. If you have something in you that needs to come out, this idea that needs to be manifest, let's make it happen. So I'm going to tell you about my 3-pillar program now. So pillar one is preparing the foundation. So this is where we start, and you have to excuse my handwriting. I'm left-handed, so it goes up on a slant because that's how I write. So preparing foundations, this is where we start getting all the groundwork in place to make sure that you have a solid foundation for your idea to grow upon, right? You wouldn't build your house on sand, so we're not going to build your business idea on sand either. So we're going to get a bulletproof, completely solid mindset. And the way that we do that is putting a 7-step mindset practice into place that you will be doing on a regular basis. So many people underestimate the value of putting together a mindset practice. So we're going to do that first and foremost. Then the second thing in pillar 1 is that we're going to start looking at what your values are. What are your core values? Because your core values are not just they drive everything about you. They are like people talk about branding and they think about logos and they think about color, when actually your values are your brand. So what are your core values? You may know them, but you may not have articulated them recently. So let's get clear on what your core values are, because they are going to be the basis of your business. Then once we know your core values and how we're going to interpret that in terms of your brand, then we're going to look at what is the actual big idea we want to work on? Because chances are you've got a number of ideas floating around in your head. If you're like me, every other week, every other day, sometimes multiple times a day, I get great ideas. And if I'm blessed to have that idea and I can do something with it, I'll do something with it. But you can't do something with every idea. So we're going to distill it down to the idea that maybe the one that keeps coming back over and over and over again, the one that you really, really want to put into place and start taking action with. So we're going to get that big idea crystallized so we know what you're going to focus on. And then, so at the end of pillar 1, you're going to have a solid mindset. You're going to have know your values and your brand, and you're going to know what you're going to know what your big idea is, the one thing that we're going to focus on. So this is the outcome. This is a 3-week process to get to here, right? So then we move on to number 2. Number 2, ta-da, is about gaining momentum. Gaining momentum is an opportunity now, like this big idea should solve a problem for somebody somewhere along the way, right? So this big idea now belongs to this ideal client. So we need to identify who is that ideal client? Who are we actually talking to? So we're going to do a profile of your ideal client so that we know who's going to be on the receiving end of this big idea. Once we get your ideal client clear, we're going to then go over to your marketing message. Your marketing message is one of the best things you can do for your business, because it's going to tell people what's the problem that you solve, what are the frustrations they experience, how is it impacting them with one of the 4 big things. People will buy from you if they believe that you can save them time or money or make them money resolve physical health or resolve an emotional health problem. And this is when your marketing message needs to identify how you help people with one of these four things. And then we talk about, on the next pillar, actually how you do that. But your marketing message is going to be how you're going to communicate what you do to your audience. And once you've got that, you can use that over and over and over and over again and extract bits from it when you go to speaking events and when you do any kind of engagement with people about your business. Your marketing message is going to provide an essential ingredient for you. And then finally, we go on to building your authority because, hey, no one's going to buy anything from you if they don't know who you are and they don't believe that you're a credible source. So I'm going to teach you how to establish your authority across social media platforms, across YouTube, across all the social media platforms, and on stage as well. So I'm going to teach you everything about building your authority so that you become identified as a person who solves this particular problem that we have over here. Okay? Once we've done that, you're going to be so clear on who you're serving, have your marketing message, and you're going to know how to establish your authority. And then we move on to number 3. Ta-da! Pillar number 3 is about creating clients, because a business without clients is not a business at all. So the first thing we want to do is connect the dots. And this is where we develop your signature system. This is so important. We begin with the end in mind. What's the problem that you solve? What is the outcome that these people want? Do they want to be slimmer? Do they want a business? Do they want happier kids? Do they want pets that are well behaved? Do they want a holiday? What do they want at the end? And then we work backwards and we figure out your signature system. We give it names. We give the different stages names. We make it appealing. We make it an irresistible offer. We make it something they absolutely going to love, and we put it out there to them. Then that's what we do next. We look at generating leads. So how are we going to engage these people? A business without clients is not a business. So we need to generate leads. We need to tell people who you are and that you are available to solve this problem. So you're going to do it by way of video. You're going to do it by way of PDF. You're going to do it by way of speaking on stage. There are many ways to generate leads, and it's almost like a pick and mix. You need to explore various ways to generate leads and find one that resonates with your audience and resonates with you as well. And then you go out there and you generate those leads. And then the last step in the whole process is that, ta-da, creating clients. Of course we want to create clients. We want to create people who not just become clients, but also become raving fans of ours. So you want to be serving them at the highest level. I'm going to teach you at this point how you can engage with people to get them onto a phone call, and then what happens once you get them onto the phone call, because you then want to be able to demonstrate how you solve their problem. But you also want to make sure you have the right person on the phone. So we're going to talk about getting the right person on the phone and then closing that sale, making it a no-brainer. And here you have the 3 pillars. It's a 9-week process. You do pillar 1, 3 weeks, pillar 2, 3 weeks, pillar 3, 3 weeks. And then you have 9 steps all brought together with the culmination of you being able to generate some clients for your business. If you want to know more about putting this into practice, stopping procrastinating, stopping with perfectionism, just diving in and making it happen, creating the life that you want and deserve, and serving people at your highest level, get in touch with me because I want to help you. Thank you for being here today.